How are your kids are going to be an asset to me if I was dating you?
Hey people, welcome and welcome back to the channel. So I came across this video of a man going viral for asking a woman, how are your kids going to be an asset to me if they were dating? So a lot of people stitched his video. I'll let the stitches play, then at the end I'll leave my own comment. Please don't go away.
Okay, let me ask you this. How are your kids are going to be an asset to me if I was dating you?
I would never date a man that ever asked me no craziness like that.
See,
I would never.
but that's
Because
the
you would
problem.
never ask me how my kids would be an asset to you.
That's the thing.
That's insanity.
But see, I'm coming from a logical standpoint. You
I
have
don't
to ask
think
those questions.
any woman
And let me say one more
is
thing.
going to let you say, how can your kids be an... No, sweetie.
Some of you take the things you say way too far. Why would you ask a woman how her kids are going to benefit you and or be an asset to you? Are you dating her or are you dating the kid? Only thing you need to worry about is if that woman is going to love you. If you don't want to love someone that has kids, then don't even have a conversation and or just be upfront with them. But to sit up there and have the audacity to ask them how the kids are going to benefit you is crazy. Once again, if you're dating someone and you become step parent, you have to understand that that kid is going to be more important than you. If you're okay with that, then cool. And I know where the thoughts come from. You hear people say, well, my first choice isn't to date somebody with kids. There's nothing wrong with that preference, especially if you don't have kids. But that doesn't mean you go downplay single parents, whether it be a man or a woman. Just because you have a preference doesn't mean you need to downplay people that aren't your preference. But to expect a return in your investment from a child is wild to me.
Y'all know that weird man who was talking about how he asked that woman, like, how will your kids be an asset to me? Yes, he's a weirdo. He's horrible. Everything in between. Of course, he's disgusting and crazy and psycho and all that. It made me think about, I feel like narcissistic parents and emotionally immature parents have this frame of how are my kids an asset to me? Like, how do my kids owe me? How do my kids cushion my wrongdoings? How can my kids absolve me from any flaws that I have and not hold me accountable? I think too deeply about a lot of things, but it just came into my mind. Let me know what y'all think.
Let me ask you this. How are your kids are going to be an asset to me if I was dating you?
I would never date a man that ever asked me no craziness like that.
See,
I would
I'm gonna tell you right now, any man that's gonna ask you a question like that thinks that he's doing you a favor by dating you as a single parent, and you should be grateful. And that's how he's going to treat you and your children, as if y'all should be grateful that he is willing to tolerate you and in your offsprings. Okay, I would never, like, what can your children, what benefit are your children to me? What the like, honestly, what kind of question is that even? And what woman, what, as a woman, any woman who thinks that this is an acceptable question, I want to know, what answer would you give someone that asks you that? Because to me now, I automatically know my children are not safe in your presence, and I would never allow my children to be around you. I would never allow my children to, I would never bring anyone into my home that feels like, well, if I'm gonna date you, what benefit are your children to me? To you? What the fuck? What do you mean by that? Like, I really can't wrap my mind around it, because it just doesn't make sense. Like, what do you mean, what benefit are they to you? What benefit are you to them? What benefit is me bringing you into our lives are you gonna have for them? It's one thing to say what benefit is the woman that you're dating to you. You know what I'm saying? But to say what benefit are your children to me is very fucking weird and very fucking creepy. Men are getting creepier and fucking creepier, and I can't take it. I cannot.
Okay, let me ask you this. How are your kids are going to be an asset to me if I was dating you?
I would never date a man that ever asked me no craziness like that.
Y'all know I'm pro man, but I'm with her, bro. I don't know where the fuck He lost me from the beginning. I was never on his side. When I watch these podcasts, I be wanting the guys to win so bad. Jobby and word salad, and you know that ain't our game with the women. We can't keep playing word salad with the women, so I be looking for the guys to win. I'm pro man always. But we got bald-headed chubby dudes out here sounding dumb. And like, now they all think we think like that, not me. What the fuck is that? That's a new angle. I ain't never heard nothing like that. Never, not ever in my whole life, I ain't never heard anyone say, how can this child be an asset to me? Shit, how? I don't know, bro. It's not a question that needs an answer. It's not their liabilities. You know what I'm saying? That's why dudes tell you that don't be a stepdad type shit. Cause you know what I'm saying? Them kids not your kids. You gotta provide for those kids. It is what it is. You know what I'm saying? You really gotta love that woman to provide for some kids you ain't even get to have an orgasm for. You feel me? Y'all out here talking about how can the kids? Jesus Christ. Now they gonna talk about this shit for 3 months. I'm embarrassed. I'm embarrassed.
After watching all the stitches from different people, I'm so happy that one of the stitch asked that, are you dating me or you are dating the kids? In the first place, why are you proposing to me who has children? This question gives, what do your kids bring to the table? Like serious, it has come from what do women bring on the table to children? Like serious? I love how the woman answered. Exactly, that is a red flag for me. Why would I even date you? Why would I even entertain you for asking me such a question? That is a very big red flag for me. Otherwise, thank you guys so much for being part of this conversation. Please don't forget to subscribe, like, and share the video. See you in the next video and stay safe.